Over the course of the last weekend, starting January 15th, OCU students began to move back onto campus. Many students had differing viewpoints and opinions on how the move-in process went.
What I personally didn't like about move-in was the way that they went about getting tests back. Because I feel like some people, like, I know the person I lived with off campus, I got COVID over break. I did, yes, sadly. But I was cleared to return to campus once I got a negative test. But my roommate never got COVID. He was with me, but he never got it, but he's not cleared to come back to campus.
It was a little bit awkward, I feel. Like, if it says anything, I only just had to turn in my key like a couple of days ago.
Another strong perspective was from campus RAs on what the move-in process was like for them.
We did implement some safety protocols for move-in this semester, as well as last semester, but with the alert level up in Oklahoma City, we do have to make sure that students sign up for a check-in time and make sure that they're following that check-in time. Make sure students aren't coming early and trying to sneak in so that they can check in early, which happens more often than you think.
Many students had differing thoughts on what coming back to campus would really be like this semester.
Very excited to be back on campus. I feel motivated here. I feel pretty safe here as well. Like, I'm very happy to be here.
I think last semester was more of like a trial and error sort of thing, and this year we're really finding our groove with following protocols and guidelines, especially when it comes to COVID. And so everything went really smooth, and I'm really happy about that.
I'm really excited. I'm a little nervous just because I'm just starting to get into like my major specific classes. And that's a little scary, because usually they wait until you're a junior. But again, I'm a weird case. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm just also a little nervous, and I'm a little nervous about COVID, especially seeing how the numbers rose last semester. I'm a little nervous.
With everything going on in our nation politically, we also discussed with students what they thought this semester would hold.
I think OCU is very politically involved. Our students, and I'm so very, very thankful that we have students who are very mature enough to have healthy political conversations. And so, you know, we have inauguration coming up next week, and there's a lot of things happening within the world, but I think that in a sense, OCU feels like a very safe place for students to thrive and to voice their opinions without criticism or harsh words coming back at them. So me feeling like OCU is a very safe place to grow, I really encourage students to voice their opinions in a time where politics is a dicey conversation. And I'm hoping that students at this university really understand and grasp the idea of empathy and sharing one another's opinions without harsh words. You know, OCU is a very loving community, and I really hope it reflects that when you talk about things that are hard to speak about.
I think it's not going to be in the way people think. It could be affected, but I mean, I think people will try to find hope and try to find, you know, like, always look on the bright side of life type of vibes, you know, like, always look for the better in things.
I think especially with the inauguration coming up, I think that it's gonna be potentially a little tense for some students, just depending on what everyone's political views are. But also, I think that also the whole vaccinations thing could be a little bit of a tense situation, just because of maybe people that aren't into vaccines. And I know a lot of people are also like saying that they don't want to get the vaccine because they feel that it was rushed. Don't know what that means, but you know. But yeah, I think that our atmosphere could be affected, but I think also if vaccinations like become super common, then I think that it could be affected for the better, because, you know, COVID won't be as much of a concern in that case.
Students currently aren't 100% sure what this semester might look like, but they do have some predictions of what the semester might entail.
I think that it'll be about the same. It'll be really nice, but it'll still be a little bit sad for some people to not be in person as much as they'd like.
OCU Spring 2021 move-in is officially complete, and most students are currently back on campus beginning classes either in person or virtually.